Aloha, this is Gordon and Bridget with Make Your Money Matter, and we are in Northern Michigan. We're headed to Inspired Living in Boyne City, so stay tuned.
Welcome to our store.
While we take a tour of what's on the shelf, we're going to talk with Heather and Leslie. Oh, Inspired Living was inspired by what?
By my travels to Bali, Indonesia. Yeah. So I started traveling there back in the late 90s. My uncle lives there. And so when I started the store, everything in the store came from Bali, Indonesia. And after a few years, it was difficult for me to keep my stock fresh. So I had to redevelop my business plan. And so I decided at that point in time that I was going to just get products in the store that were either made in the United States, fair trade, or ethically manufactured. And so once I set up that criteria, it really dropped a lot of stuff by the wayside. We know that the manufacturers are ethically manufacturing. So you can still get items from foreign countries, but you do have to do your due diligence, and you have to figure out where they're being made and how they're being made. I believe everything has an energy associated with it. And that being said, we have to think when we're giving gifts to people, when we're bringing items into our home, what went into making this? At what price to society, to the planet was this made so that we could buy it, so we could enjoy it, so that we could gift it? And that's where I think when people come in and they conscious consumers are how we make a difference in the world.
So, what are some of the items that customers tend to be drawn to when they come into Inspired Living?
Well, I mean, I think the diverseness of the products that we have here is what really makes it a unique shopping experience for everyone. I was a longtime shopper myself. I loved being a customer here for years and years before I started working here. For me, I have interests across the globe myself, as far as I've traveled to India and other countries as well, and coming in here and seeing, products that were, here in the United States, but reminded me of, the places I've traveled to, was really exciting for me. But beyond that, there's a little bit of something for everybody in here. And I think that's what's really neat is, some people are really excited to come in here for our tea room and, know that we have also a variety of teas. The crystals are always interesting to go through, and I love going through them with the kids. I love seeing kids come in here getting excited about the crystals and gemstones, and pulling out the moldavite and explaining what that is to them is really fun. And then, the conversations that start around the different products is so inspiring for me. And we know the stories behind why these products were chosen here. People get interested and like to know, they want to know how they're spending their dollar and what they're supporting. Started down that path, but like when we look at being all inclusive here in the store, it's beyond LGBTQ. It's beyond, like what Black Lives Matter. Yeah. I think that's one of the neat things that, like I said, was drawing me into the store is also just cultural awareness, like products around the world that help connect us with different cultures, that help us appreciate all the different countries and diversity that, get represented, like whether it's Vietnam, India, I was telling Leslie yesterday, I was unboxing products, seeing where things were made and where they were crafted, and that's exciting for me.
Yeah,